I when I first heard of The Office, it, tell me if this is true because it may be an urban legend that social media kind of helped The Office take off. It seemed like what had been repeated to me was in season one, it wasn't like the breakaway hit, and some of the stars of The Office got on MySpace
That is
and
true.
created MySpace account because I was brand new to MySpace and I had friends who said, "Oh, these actors are on MySpace," and so I got on there and friended them. I don't know if you were one of the early ones
I
or not.
I was one of them. Yes, I was one of
Okay,
them. That was 100% how well, there were a lot of reasons that The Office eventually took off, but yes, it is absolutely true. The first season we only did 6 episodes and we were absolutely going to be canceled, and we came back for the second season. And what a lot of people don't know, because we ended up doing a full season, we were only given 6 more at that time as well. And really we were dead. There was a lot of things that happened that kept us alive, but one of the things that we tried to do, and we were sort of the first show to do this. I mean, we were the first show that did, we called them at the time webisodes, but which was original content online that didn't appear in episode. No one had ever done that before. But part of all of these things were an attempt to use social media to try to grow an audience, because we were about to be out of jobs. And so what we thought was, what are people in offices doing right now? And the answer that we came up with was MySpace. So if we take the idea of this being a documentary, and these are real people working in Scranton, Pennsylvania at a place called Dunder Mifflin, they would probably be on MySpace. So we all created accounts, not Brian Baumgartner. Brian Baumgartner did not have a MySpace account, but Kevin Malone had a MySpace account. And I know Pam, I said, but yes, Pam Beasley,
Angela
Angela Martin, Ryan Howard, who was played by BJ Novak. I think he was involved. And then I think Rain kind of picked up the reins. I don't think he was there, but he was, now it's a Kardashian or whatever, but he was king of Twitter early on. He started Twitter and would tweet like Dwight and say funny things and really helped build that platform early on.
Yeah, I don't think the story is told because I'm a social media guy and I love social media. I do, workshops and stuff. I don't think the story is told enough that basically the actors through social media helped build The Office. And like you said, there were a lot of other factors, but to me, it's just fascinating to know, hey, we got to keep this show going. So let's, you have some control here and you connected with fans in a way that they had never been connected with before.
I think that's right. And I think part of it was the uniqueness of that show, right? I mean, now everybody is on social media and trying to get attention for their shows. The difference is that it's always the actors, right? It's not the characters. And now there would probably be conversations about, what's legal, and are actors allowed to write words pretending to be characters that are written by other people? And the show at the time, it was like, let's give this a try. I don't know. And so we just did it. We didn't ask permission. We just did it, and they ended up liking it.
That's amazing.
But again, it was because of the specific show that it was supposed to be a documentary. So we were not actors. We were the real people. So that was why it was partially unique.
Thank you so much. Brian, did you want to say something about your podcast? I heard you talking about earlier that you have this home studio now. I know you do an office podcast, right?
I do. Well, yeah. And we've just launched Off the Beat is a new podcast available on iHeart and Apple and Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, I guess is the phrase that everybody says. We're talking to different people in entertainment. We've talked to virtually everyone from The Office now, and last week we started talking to some more folks. So Eric Stone Street coming up from Modern Family, and Allison Hannigan from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and How I Met Your Mother, and Rob Riggle, and a bunch of others coming up. So I'm really excited. I've really been enjoying the process of finding out the moments that help build all of these people's career. So I'm having a great time with that.
Oh yeah, I gotta listen to it. What part of Atlanta before we go?
Sandy Springs. So
Okay,
just inside you, right? You were just a little further out, but not far.
yeah,
Adjacent.
Marietta, all that same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.